Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to take a quick look here at Avalanche, see what's going on here. It's looking like a very interesting pattern. Basically, we're bottomed out, for lack of better terms, here on our Elliott Wave, both short term and long term. Again, we can see we hit our 5 already to the downside. We could see an ABC to the upside, but also just big picture, we've hit our ABC. So does that imply the bottom is in? Tentatively, yeah. But we haven't broken this descending channel, and we want to make sure to verify that first. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you stick around and watch through to the end, because otherwise you fast forward, you're just going to do yourself a disservice. Because the whole point of this is to help educate you on how to become better traders for yourself. You want that for yourself, of course, a little bit more. CryptoCash.tech, as I said, I got a trading academy, community, and signals group. Be sure to watch those videos if you're part of the group. Looking here, we can see $41 is a heavy concentration of liquidation to the upside. So shorts are pretty heavy around 41. You can see some late longs here at about 35. I'm going to round up and say $36. So 36 and 41 is those two areas. And even though there isn't much down below, I wouldn't be surprised we see one last sweep there. It's just a very common occurrence when it comes to liquidation, because liquidity levels form in all sorts of places. So either way you look at it here, I wouldn't consider long just yet, because we want to break this descending channel. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's double check a few other key factors and kind of see what's going on here. So when we look at the daily time frame, moving averages are as such. We are above majority of them. We lost the 20-day SMA, which kind of just makes sure, lets us know that, hey, we got to pay attention. This coin is no longer on the bullish side of the tracks, and we want to confirm if we're going to take a long, we either A, want to be back up above that, or we have multiple confirming factors. Good news is the support level here, where the price bottomed out at $36, again, round number $36, is right where the SMA is hanging out there. The 50-day SMA, we got the 100 traveling behind. So that is some positive consolation. Do we trade on consolation? No, we don't. That's exactly why we wait and we stay patient. I know some people hate waiting for a couple days here and there for swing trades, but I tell you what, folks, you should be convincing yourself not to take a trade instead of trying to convince yourself to take a trade. It's easier said than done, of course. I know there's a compulsion. Most people who trade are gamblers, and thankfully I missed that. I skipped that chain, but either way we look at it, we're here on a MACD divergence, so that's even reaffirming more the price could continue lower. We can see a stochastic RSI divergence as well, and of course we're below 50 on the RSI. These are not positive things, okay? Most of these things are fairly bearish. Money flow index coming down as well. Not much of a consolation here, honestly. It's just looking kind of bearish here. We're to 5, so hypothetically we've got another 4 to 9 days of continuation of the downside before it fully recovers. I'm not saying this guaranteed, because you look at its history, it does hit 5s and 4s and 5s a lot, but we do see more 9s and 8s too. So I would say AVAX is not done dumping. That's my speculation there. I'd much rather wait for a price point that's lower. Personally, again, just me. 4-hour time frame. What are we looking at here? Well, a couple of things. If we look at the moving averages, we can double check and verify that we're below the 20, 100, and 50. Above the 200, which is good, but we're still stochastically swinging down. RSI is low, and money flow index is pivoting, which is pretty standard when you hit this low point like it did. Okay. Now we're almost diverging again after a brief convergence. So really, again, this kind of lets us know that this momentous uptrend is fizzling out. Very, very similar to Bitcoin. If you missed my Bitcoin video from before, Bitcoin is pivoting nicely off this $51,000 mark. Very tempting long position from there. But I would just, again, wait for confirmation there. And generally speaking, with Bitcoin pulling back, big surprise, AVAX is as well. Coincidentally, AVAX has a massive descending trend line, and the Bitcoin doesn't. So we got to respect that. What do you think is going to happen if Bitcoin does end up pulling back? Right? So AVAX will hit even further down. So again, we do have some support, obviously, with the moving averages as well as the volume profile. We can kind of see here in the last, this is ever since the 1st of February, roughly. We can see a lot of volume accumulated at that $36 mark. So the good news is here, we are getting close to our bottom, right? So I think a long position in the relative near future is viable. We just got to break through this descending trend, establish a higher high at very least, closure at 37, just say $38 or higher would be appropriate. Now we're probably a few days away from that, so let's double check here. Ichimoku Cloud on the hourly. Actually, maybe not days. We could even see this tomorrow. Just say the price comes up here, this level. We get a closure at 37.75 or higher. We should be in pretty good shape. Okay. Again, we're not in terrible shape. This does feel like the end is near as far as this downside, this downtrend. But once again, Bitcoin hits the old reset button. You know what's going to happen to AVAX. So there's always that caveat. We just kind of got to be aware of it. Either way, that's kind of where we're at here on the hourly. So generally speaking, is this a good scenario for a trade? I don't think so. I think it's also pretty late for a short too, because if you take a look here, we can see that we've got a significant amount of price within the price of the coin is within the cloud or lower lead. We can also see the conversion line is above the baseline. Let's remove this guy here so we can see that too. And then we also got the lagging span not free and clear. So it's just a big old mess, honestly, right now. So to me personally, I'd much rather wait for the price to be somewhere in the 37 plus range, at the very least, no earlier than tomorrow. Okay? By this time tomorrow, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 0 p.m. GMT, 0 a.m. GMT, I forget what it's called, but generally speaking, we want to make sure that when the one-day candlestick closes tomorrow, we're at 37.50 or higher, maybe 37, right in that range. Because generally speaking, in 24 hours, we'll be right here if we just go sideways. Okay, so we're getting close, but we're not there yet. All right, what is close and what's awesome about this is the fact that you can trade this coin on our favorite exchange, Bitunix. Check them out. Link down below. If you use my link to register, you'll qualify for some awesome rewards. We also got a private trading competitions for only those who use my link to register, and it's going to be a $10,000 prize pool. As soon as they upload, or sorry, they don't upload it, but enable, they're adding roughly 200 plus trading pairs to the exchange. Then we're going to go live with the trading competition. So it's going to be fun. Check it out, folks. Either way, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow. I look forward to working with you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for your time. See ya.